Hello everybody and welcome to my Let's Play Modded Minecraft. I am Drachma and this is episode 9. So, what we're going to be doing this episode? Well, we're going to continue with where we left off from Thaumcraft last time. I have done quite a bit of research, to say the least. As you can see here, I've got a lot done. I did everything on this page. Yeah, it doesn't take too much on this page to be fair. Except that, I don't do that. Alchemy here, I've unlocked quite a bit. As you can see, I just scanned everything humanly possible. I mean, literally everything I could find. And went a bit nuts. As you can see. Didn't do that. Haven't done the bees. Have done this. But this is maybe a long episode today. Hopefully not. So let's just get straight into it. So, what are we going to do first? Well, I am going to destroy all this. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I doing this? Well, you see, I may have gone a little nuts again with the old building, and I made a new place for us to camp outside of this tiny little hole. If I can take all the time. Yeah, I've made some deconstruction tables. Really handy to have some of them. I ran out of things to scan, so yeah, just use them. Oh, putting holes everywhere now. Let's take that out. Take this down. We can rebuild all this in the new base. I will show you all. Should have brought a pickaxe. Now with this, I was at least sensible, and I did bring my dolly, so we'll just pick that up. Okay, so let's head to the new area. Several parts of the area. I only want to show you one, so if I move the camera rather strangely, I do apologise. Oh, good, it's daylight at least. And that's this one that you probably saw last episode. Da 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 da! New tower. Let me just drop this chest off and give you guys a tour in bat mode. From the outside. Yes, I've gone crazy. You don't want to know how much viz I used to make all this. It was a lot. There we go. I'm flying. Try not to show you the other areas. Here is the tower I made. Put a little bridge on. Decided to go really as fancy as I dare. Give you a little... Oh, almost saw something else there I didn't want to show you guys. Not just yet. Here's the tower. Any comments on what you guys think on the tower would be great. Let's go back into normal form and let's get in, shall we? I'm quite pleased with how that turned out. I'm quite pleased with how that turned out myself. Yes, I know about the door again. These will all be changed in time. Not a permanent feature. There's the basement. Sort of glowing effects from these blocks give. I've only put elevators in for now, but I'm going to tart it all up. Each room will serve a purpose. And this is the room we're going to plop all this stuff down. So let's... where am I going to be working with this thing? I'm going to say this corner, so I'm going to just put that there for now. And let me just think about where I want to put these things. I want to put this here. Made a little section here for wiring. Again, I can't stress more that you leave at least one block gaps underneath or in the side of your walls, or even both like I'm trying to do. I can't stress that enough. Because if you do want to bring wires of any sort over, you're not going to be able to if you haven't left room. So bear that in mind when you've got a building. Okay. And did I bring any more? Yes, I did, because of reasons I will explain shortly. Let's just get all the stuff we've already created set down quickly. So let's put this. Let's make it try and look a little fancy. Maybe like there, maybe. And then we can put that there and that there. And then finally this. We can put that there. What do you reckon? That look nice? Oh yes, almost forgot. Let's ba-ding! What do you reckon? You think you guys think that looks good? Nah, it's all good. There we go. So we got it all set up back with our chest full of bits in. And yeah, it's got there at least. But there is definitely something I want to show you guys today. And I've made a couple of ones, made another basic one. And I made the great wood with gold wand caps on. Really quite simple to make. So I advise going to that. We'll just lob that away and lob that away, and we'll need everything in a minute. But what I want to make, ideally, today, is in Artifice, is this here. Infusion, which is a runic matrix. That is quite costly, to say the least, and I did not bring any ender pearls with me. You got this here. And this is the basic construct. You need arcane stone bricks. Now, at least I should have the arcane stone with me. Yes, I do. After building this place, I know how to make it by now. Yes, Mr. Mesley is on. He's just... I think every episode he's going to do something silly if he's on. We'll just ignore him with the contempt he so rightly deserves. Oh, strange person. I have some strange people on my server. Oh dearie me. Oh dearie me. Okay, let's make, and I believe that was the combination for that. And that would work if I plopped that. Oh, we're going to need a few of them, aren't we? That makes 2. I am going to make, how many does that give me? 4. That's not going to be enough for what I'm after. 4, 5, 6. Is that going to be enough? 1, 2, 3. Actually, I want 8. For what I'm after. I'm going to have more eventually. But for now, this will do. Because that's starting to cost air. So that one's pretty much drained of air now. It's got no air left in it. So that's that done. We've got some of them. We'll keep some of them for that. Now we need to make the runic matrix. This thing is basically what glues this entire thing together. But I did not bring any ender pearls with me because I was foolish. There's a reason why I put this platform over here, and as we go through the episodes, I will show you. There's a creeper nearby. No, I don't think so. I'm going to solve this problem soon. Mind you, I said that about my sorting system, and that took a while. Why am I looking in there? It's over here. Ah, good old Mesley. No more nighttime. But is that creeper still gonna be... Ah, there. I did upgrade my battle axe. I have upgraded it. I basically just changed the handle and the binding. So if any of you know, may have changed colour. I made the handle out of manulin. And I changed the binding to paper, which is, as absurd as it sounds, has proven quite helpful. And now my axe is, I'll try to show you, now can do 12 hearts of damage per attack. That's pretty beast. That almost one-shots everything. That's pretty nice. Okay, but anyway, back to what we're making, a runic matrix. So we're going to use, you know, air shards. Air shards will do. So, I believe it was the recipe, that was there, that there, and that there. Now, if you notice, that requires 44 order. Now, if I quickly just show this. Now, if you remember from last episode, this one, if you look at the top left, 25 of each. So this ain't going to do anything. The gold one, 50 of each. So that's why you want better ones as quickly as possible. So, let us take that one out. And put him in, and that's just going to be enough. Lovely, lovely, jubbly. Now let's just check on the construct. This tells you how to build it. Not like that. Here we go. You can see empty space, and then you've got to do that. As long as that's set up, it doesn't matter about the rest. And I need an arcane pedestal because I just realised I needed even more. I've just realised that. You know what? That's fine though, because I want more of these eventually anyway. So, without any more shenanigans, let's set this thing up. Now, I designated this room for this, and I'm going to see if I can at least centralise it. Little OCD, but it's all good. Now, I want this, let's see, I want it lined up with this, but I don't want it lined up. You really do have to think about where you actually put this, because it's quite a beast. I think there might be a good place, he said. Well, why did I have to make this? Even I can forget the setup. Ah, yes, one gap. Maybe bring it over a little more. Yeah, have it about. Yeah, that would work better. That would work better. I would be happy with that. 3 away from that, 4 away from that. Let's just even that up, or it will drive me insane. Okay, there we go. That's how I want it. Are we sure, Drac? Yes, we are sure. We are sure. Just check one last time. Yes, I'm doing this right. So then we'll have to get rid of our fancy torch there, but that's not a problem. So then that goes there, that goes there, and then that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, and that goes there. And in the middle goes that. And around the edge, you're going to want these. This won't set this up, but you do need these here. So we'll just put these here now. And that is going to fit quite nicely. And I've got a spare one. Well, just leave that in there. Okay, so now, am I going to do this without... Okay, we'll pop that. I had to shift click, by the way, because if I was to just right click it, That just pops it on the pedestal, and oh, let's put that behind. And we didn't want that. Now I'm just randomly placing blocks everywhere. So we just shift click that there, because if I just put one here as well to stand on it, the runic matrix needs to go there, above it. And that's pretty much the setup. Except if have I got enough to actually get this working? Hey, that's why I got the other one. That's why I got. Where are you, bugger? Kinda needed you. Where did you go? That's why I had another wand on me, but I have seemingly left it somewhere. Please don't tell me I just. Oh, you are kidding me. Okay. Apparently I needed some more air. Because now I haven't got enough. So let me just quickly go find an air node, and we shall be right back. Okay, so managed to just grab some air vis quickly. Not from that one, I didn't, but from this one. Right, so now we've got this set up exactly as. So now it's like this. It's like I can't seem to use this. Why does it not work? Because you have to hit it with a wand. That's why I went to collect some air vis, as you can see on here. Once the construct is down, it'll cost you 25 of each primal aspect. Which is exactly what your basic wand has. So I'm about to completely drain this. So then, the runic matrix, not the side bits, not the pedestals, the runic matrix itself, just right click. It should. If I've done it right, it should. Maybe it's shift click. Oh, come on, why aren't you working now? Well, this is wonderful. This is. Wow, look how good I am. What have I done wrong? Trying to show you all how to do this, and I can't even do it. Arcane stone block, right, arcane stone bricks. Just as it says there. The matrix above. That is actually where it is supposed to be. Bricks, block. I've done this like so many times. Okay, let me try the gold wand. Maybe it's just too low tiered. There you go. There you go. I thought I could do it with a basic wand. Okay, so you need a gold cat wand minimum, it seems, with great wood to get this thing working. But as you can see, that's how you know that this thing is now working. Look at that. It actually turns it into a multi-block structure. And that's just this bit here. These bits, pedestals, around the side, are going to be needed because you're going to need to put items on here that will then go, this will basically then suck in and will change what you want into something else that's more appropriate that you want. But this thing needs just so much stuff. And what we're going to actually need to do is, there's Mr. Mesley. He's looking more absurd as the time goes on. Oh, can't use my elevator. Okay, so now we've got our runic altar. That is absolutely beastie. So what we're going to need now is something we have just got to make. It's ridiculous now. And there they are. Goggles are revealing. Some leather, some gold, and some more thermometers. So let's just quickly make some of them, because I am not going around with this scanner. I mean, I've just been literally going around with this scanner, just looking around with it, and just imagine going around just like this constantly, looking in this tiny box like, where is everything? It's got annoying now. So let's make one of these for goodness sake. Oh no, wait, formiometers needed first. Well, okay, derpies. Strange noises are strange, but okay. Right, okay, so I can remember how this is made, even though I've only just done it. Okay, there we go, and we'll just put more in. Luckily this doesn't cost any viz, or V, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so then there's the eye sockets, the straps, and I do believe... Oh yes, and look at that, it also gives you a viz discount. So whatever you now create in here, or whatever we create, will cost 5% less. As long as you're wearing it, you have to have it on us. Look at that. Badass goggles. Oh yeah. Let's get a good look at that, shall we? Let's see. Oh yeah. Badass. Badass. Okay, that's enough of that. Oh no, my word. Okay, empty inventory. Seriously, I don't know how I get this inventory so full. Thank goodness we have an ender pouch. I would have gone crackers ages ago. Well, I've already gone crackers, but even more crackers. Okay, so now we've got that. Let's get some more V discount, actually, shall we, before we go on to the next bit. So we're going to need an enchanted fabric. Wool and string. Let me guess. Yes, I did not bring my string. Did not bring my string. Of course I didn't bring my string. I honestly thought this episode I'd set up well. But clearly not. I mean, I think we're getting better. but we could do with some improvement. Now, mob drop chest, yes, there we go. Oh, look at that. That is a nice amount. Let's take the majority of it. Leave some in there, you never know. String comes in handy for something. There is a creeper very nearby. I've already had a few creepers go off, and it really is not fun. Really not fun. Nobody likes creepers. And again, some people do. Some people do. I suppose. I don't know who, but... Okay, so let's make this enchanted fabric. We're going to need as much as we can make. Now, while I was smart, I did bring some wool at least. That's at least something. I don't want a torch. It costs very little. Very little. It actually costs 1.05. If I take these off, 1.1. Okay, so it's only by 0.5, but still, you know. And we're going to just make... We're not going to have enough of what I want, are we? And have we got any more wool? Yes, we have. Excellent. Now that's given us... That has given us absolutely sod all. Okay, let me just go grab some more wool and string. We'll be right back. And many sheep harassed later, we have managed to acquire the exact amount of fabric we need. Just going to stuff my face. Okay, the exact amount of fabric we need right there. Now, why do we want all of this fabric, you ask? Well, if you look here, we can get Vermiturge's robe. What else can we get? The leggings and the boots. Each one gives a Viz discount, basically. And that's pretty much what we're after. So, let's whack the gold in there, because I'm running out of Viz quite quickly. So, and it costs Viz to make this stuff as well. So, right, there's one. There's two. And there's three. So now on top of the 5, that's 10. Yes, I was counting in my head there. There we go. Look at that. Look how badass we look. Let's get a good view, shall we? Look at that. There's the back. Oh yeah, we are an awesome looking dwarf right now. We are badass. Badass mage. Badass mage. But it's mainly the V discount we're after. The goggles are revealing are just nice. Why can't I see what this has? I don't care. Okay, so now we've got the V discount. What else are we going to want? Well, we're going to want to mess around with this. I'm sick of having this fire under here, if I'm honest with you guys. I'm sick of it. So, I did bring some buckets of water. Like this. So, I need to set up a place for an infinite water source, which is going to be very, very temporary, I can tell you very much so. So let's just whack it. You know what, I'm going to whack it any old elf, because I do not care. We're just going to put it right here. I'm not worried that this looks ugly, because it won't be here for long. Okay, so there we go, infinite water source. And we'll just chuck that straight in there like that. There we go. And we're probably going to need these in a moment. He said in hope, because what we need to make, or what I would rather make, for better lighting in here as well, is in alchemy, is night ore. There we go. Now glowstone, of course, the one thing I don't have. It's going to need to be thrown into the crucible, which is going to need some Ignis, some Lux, and some Potentia. Now, I've got everything I need, except for the glowstone dust, of course. Because there is always just one thing I forgot to bring. Or in this case, several things. So we shall run back and can't even get through a door. Don't put that much weight on. And we will get some from the right chest. I'm clearly looking in the wrong place. There we go. We'll take all of that. Ew, running a bit low on that. We will have to do another trip to the Nether. Do not worry, I will do that off camera, as that is so boring. If you've noticed also, there's lots of waypoints on my map. Quite a few. Almost 30 in total, actually, of nothing but nodes. I went everywhere. I went like almost a 3,000 block radius. Oh, one more. Okie dokie. Now we actually have what we want. I'm going to use coal, because that gives Potentia and Ignis, which is what we're after, and torches, because that gives... What was that thing called? I always forget what that one's called. Lux. There we go. And we need 3 of each in there. So what you do is you go up close to it, and what we're going to do is we're going to throw 2 of them. Oops, actually went in. And 3 torches. Ta-da! Now, with the goggles of revealing, you can actually see what's in there. If we take these off, I have not got a clue what is in there. Goggles on. Nah, nah, nah. Lovely. Okay, so now what we do is we get a single piece of glowstone and throw it in. Ba-da-da! There it is. Night-all! Getting dark. And we still have some water left, and we still have some potential, and I do believe you can whack it with a wand. No, I don't want to throw it in. You shift right click. There you go, it empties the entire contents. Warning, if you overflow this, flux will come pouring out, it will make a mess, and it is just horrible stuff. It truly is, just with my bucket. It truly is horrible stuff. You want to avoid that at all cost. So now, what I want to do is put you out, because that fire noise is going to get on my nerves. I'm going to block you off. Now, Nitor is really handy. You just literally place it wherever you want. In our case, down here. Look at that. How cool does that look? You can place it anywhere. It doesn't even have to be next to a block. I could remove that block if I wanted to, and it will just float there. It pretty much lights up very nicely. We may change all the candles in it, but I like the candle look if I'm honest. But that's not what we're for. That's not what we want it for. We put that down and get our bucket. Put some more water in there. Nitor is essentially fire and power and light. Here comes the fire aspect. It should... Don't make me a liar, come on. Give it a minute. There we go. No annoying fire noise, and it looks appropriate. Actually, with that black background, it looks quite good. So there we go. Now that's not all we're going to need, because I want to get rid of this pretty much as quickly as humanly possible. So let us do something. Where is it? Here we go. Everfull urn. Now this is going to be our first infusion, and it's minor, but of course we need the other stuff. Okay, so that's what we're aiming for, because I keep forgetting. What we actually need is this. Furnace. We're going to need an alchemical furnace, basically. We're going to need all this. Okay. So we're going to want an everfull urn to get rid of this. So, what we're going to need is, if my brain will work today... We not got any cobblestone? Did I not leave any cobblestone on me? Seriously? Well, we'll just do this. This is possibly the worst way of doing this. Okay, so... Not prepared today. Thought I was. Clearly not. Ooh. The server lag there. It's just auto-saving, that was why. Okay, have I got enough V for this? I pretty much should do. So first we'll make this. Obviously doesn't require V. And we're going to check the recipe again, just to make sure. Okay, so it's that, and that. Oh, we need to make another one of them. Okay. I haven't got any iron on me, have I? We'll be back in a sec. Okay, so, got some iron. That thing, I'm pretty much ready to build this now. So, do the design there, we pop that in there. That there. 4.5 of each. That would have cost probably 10.5, add 10%. So that's our chemical furnace. That's nice, but that's not all we need, is it? What we also need is a vis filter, so silverwood plank. Don't like pushing up silverwood, but has to be done. And some gold. Let's just pop that in there and that in there, and it gets cleared out a little. Okay, so I'm going to make... You know what? I'm going to make 3 of them. That's what I'm going to make. Ah, keep forgetting it gives you 2 because silverwood is so rare. Well, meant to be anyway. So now we've made 2 of them. We need to make, not that, this. An iron, a bucket, and a gold ingot. Right, I brought my buckets now, but I'm going to need to bring more for that other thing if we run out of time, that is. Which we should not do. Right, what was it I needed? As long as I've got iron and gold on me, we are good. Oh, come on, don't tell me I took the iron back with me. Am I looking right at it? No, yes I am, there it is. Whew! So was it that? That. I believe it was also that actually. And then that. No, only just looked at it, can't remember the recipe. I am doing so. Ah yes, down the other side as well. So pretty much everywhere, just like that. So, put some more in, because I am going to want actually quite a few more. Alright, we've got enough viz to do this. We should do. Put both of them in, and 2 more of them in. Might actually work then. Oh no, we've run out. We've run out of water. Have we got any more anywhere? Yes, we have. The basic one comes to save the day. That is amazing. Okay, so that's that done, but that's still not all we need. We need some warded jars, like this, and it costs that. So we're going to need glass panes and some oak wood slabs. Glass panes and oak wood slabs. Let's see, I brought some wooden, well, some wood with me because I was smart, and I did at least bring some glass. Well, I had a smaller stack somewhere, but I didn't. Okay, so let's just make up some glass panes. And I'm going to do them all, actually, or at least all of them. That'll do. And then we're going to... That's, still not using the sawmill, I know. Terrible. I have been using it, just not as much. And then we're going to do that. How many can I make? Actually run out of glass. Okay, I need more glass than I realised. Luckily, I brought an absolute load with me. Of course, watch it not be enough, of course, because that would be really helpful, as always. And I haven't got enough to finish it off, but that's fine. And yeah, I thought that might happen. So we've made 22. To be honest, 22, that's not a bad start, actually. Now, you're probably very confused at what on earth am I doing? Well, this bad boy here, as I said, requires this to work. But you can't just sit here and wave your wand at it. That isn't going to work at this stage. At this stage, you need to basically, if we work this, let's see, where's a good place? And I'm going to say, now I'm going to say here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's a little nozzle thing at the front, but I'm really not fussed. That will basically, what this does, is you put items in, and it will smelt it into its aspects. So if we put coal in there, we get potentia and ignis into these. I put 3 on because these can hold only one aspect of each. So I do recommend putting at least 3 of them on. You can take, like, I don't know, 6 up if you really wanted to. But this can only burn one thing at a time. And, well, that's what you really need. And warded jars, why do I need them? Well, it's going to hold the stuff. So, I'm just going to show, as an example, I'm going to go get some coal, actually. That's what I'll get. And let's see, we'll burn, how much shall we burn up? We'll just burn up 6, just as an example. So then if we put this in, sorry, you need a fuel source as well. So it's just like a furnace, so 3 will do. If you've noticed, it's now filling up. That should be able to go in there. If I right click on that maybe, that should be filling that up. Or do I need to put pipes on it these days? This mod does like to change. I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing by any means. Or do I have to put the jar right next to it? What about now? The alembic is almost empty. Yeah, I gathered that much. Are you going to empty your contents? Okay, let me just find out how it's changed. Okay, so managed to figure it out. Me being a little derpy here, you need 8 units, as you can see there's 28 in there, to use the vial, and then right click, and it should, there it is. So then if we get all this out. Now, if you've got a spare and you just want to get rid of it because you want something else in there, shift right click, dumps it. Gone. Now, what do you do once you have these vials? Well, it's, where am I putting the vial? Pretty obvious, I suppose. Just dump it straight in there. There you go. Just like that, because then this will basically, if it needs potentia, or if it needs ignis, it will suck it directly from here, straight into here. And for what we're going to need, I'm going to need to smelt down a couple of things. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to smelt it down, put it in the jars, and we shall be right back. Okay, so managed to get a load of essentia. Mainly what I was after though, aqueous, got a load of that. Precantatio, got a ton of that. I'm pronouncing this right. And what was the other one? Ah, yes, Vacus. There we go. So I've got more than enough. All we've got to do now is just set this up in the right order and trying to keep it as even as it's possible because it likes that. So pot in the middle, just like that, and it'll just float there quite happily. Now what we're going to need is these and these. Now in an evenish fashion, so like one there, I don't know, one there, one there, there, I don't exactly want to. Buckets of water sort of in between, so maybe one there and one there. That looks pretty even-ish. Well, we'll soon find out if it works. Always keep an eye on these. Anyway, where is our one? There it is. Now, to get this to actually work, yes, you do not do that. You do not throw your wand on the floor, because that's just bad. Now, what you should do is right-click with this, and it should be okay. It can go wrong. It does say down at the bottom here, instability. But this says minor, so this should just work. Let's try it. So you right-click. There we go. It's starting to work, and as you can see, it's sucking out the essentia. And already it's... oh, dear. That is bad. Okay, so we need to make a bucket of water. That's on me. Okay, so we need to... Why is everything exploding? Pop that back on, hope for the best. Why is things exploding? Okay, and you can see it's destroying the items to take it in. Minor, my ass. Oh, come on, please suck it all in. Please suck it all in. Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh, thank goodness for that. So yes, well, that was probably a really good demonstration actually, because yeah, there's the bad stuff, and things explode, even though it was minor. Minor my arse, as you saw, 2 bad things happened. And you get to keep your buckets. How generous. Just cover me in this disgusting stuff. Lovely. But this is what we're after. There we go. We have now made. That's how you make stuff. That's how you infuse stuff. The runic matrix, and get your place covered in purple. Go. That is it's like Ghostbusters or something. Disgusting. But anyway, we have our item. So let's go and. Now I do believe if I just plop it down right next to this thing, maybe let's put it there. Now if I get rid of all this water. Look at that. It will automatically refill that up. I never have to get water. So that means that's an infinite water source, and it's going to keep doing that, and I'm just doing a dirt. That just means... There we go! We no longer need this. We can now make the room nice and pretty again. We'll just take this down. Die! Die! Okay, and look at that. That is a thing of beauty. And we'll just leave that there. So yes, I think we're running out of time. There's much more I really want to do with this than I have had time. Maybe we'll move on to something else in the next episode. But there you go, you can play around with that. This thing is the last key component of Thaumcraft. And I will clean up this disgusting go. That is just you can just do this. Disgusting stuff. There you go, and it'll get rid of it. That is bad stuff. Bad stuff like that can happen. I was just very, very unlucky that time. But it worked out in the end, so it wasn't too bad. There is a way of stabilizing this, but we're not going to do any really heavy infusing just yet. So, okay, there we go. There is another episode of Thaumcraft. Hope you all enjoyed it. We will see you on the next episode. Thanks for watching. Take care.